Welcome to all the mini enthusiasts. Quick update. I've just I put that other cap on. This is the style that has the screws or the little grub screws in them. So it looks kind of nice. After doing all the wiring, I've now found a problem. These facet pumps, these facet fuel pumps on these, they're pretty noisy. They're not like the SU where they'll tick when there's no fuel in, or tick until the line's full. But you can see if I put the ignition on, you can see it there. There's no pump. Obviously I can turn the engine over, but there's no fuel coming up. So what I've done is I talked to Max about it, and when he did this wiring, he's put everything on it, and you can see there, it's for instance fog lights. So he's written on everything. You can see there that's the fuel pump. So the fuse isn't blown. So the next thing is, I would imagine, thinking about it logically, it might be something near at the dashboard, because we had the dashboard out to check all the wiring, and although we started the engine, we started the engine without the dash in, I think. Yes, and then when we put it back in, then it wouldn't start. But we did check out the distributor; that was working fine and everything. So the chances are there's probably a connection at the back of the dashboard that we've knocked off. But what I will do is I'll put power directly to the pump on the rear subframe. Just take it up so you can see. I've got to take this in back to the guys that painted it for me, because they're now going to give it a polish. And that looks nice, that headcloth. They're going to give it a polish and buff up before I put the decals on, because there's the black John Cooper decal and then the pinstripe to go on it yet. But I want to actually have it cleaned properly first. And for the money they charge me, that's a thing. I might as well mention it now. I remember I told you guys that I had this. I had my E-type done by these guys, and anyway, we did a deal, and the deal was supposed to be. I can tell you now, I don't like talking about money, but it was between €2,500 and €3,000, so that's about £2,500, which is more than reasonable for the job they did. When we got the bill, it was nearer €6,000, €6,000, or 5,900, including the VAT, which I'm really pissed off about, because it's double. And he also had the cheek to talk to my wife and say, well, we lost such a lot of money on doing the E-type because they had it for 4 months. But this is no reason to make it up on this one. I mean, 6,000 to paint a Mini is bullshit. So I'm pretty pissed off with him. So I'm going to make him do a lot of stuff that I would have left, and I'm going to make him paint it again. A lot of things I want him to repaint, but they're going to polish it and they're going to do everything. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But anyway, so let's take it up. Anyway, so yeah, really pissed off about this painting thing. Anyway, so we're trying to find somebody up in Czechia that will do and he wanted. They started off that E-type there. Nigel was going to do it. We were going to paint it before he took it back. We were going to prime it, and just to paint it and finish it up. I mean, obviously there was a fair bit of finishing, but they wanted €15,000, and that's how it all started. And then I got the bill for this, which I'm really. I'm pissed off about big time, so I'll never be using them again. The paintwork's good, but it isn't that good. So you can imagine, if they want €15,000 for that as a body shell that's stripped, for everything, the bonnet and everything, obviously. You imagine what they want for an XK150, probably nearer 20 grand, and that's just bullshit. Anyway, so to see what's going on with the Mini, sorry to jump around like this, but you can see there's the facet pump there. So what I'll do is I'll take the connection off inside the boot and check that put power directly to the pump. If the pump works, then I know it's the cable or the wiring coming from the car to the pump inside the boot there, and I'll check that out. But I think it's more likely to be the dash, something on the dash, or the steering column, because we also repositioned the steering column as well. That's probably more likely to be it. It's just a connection come off. Just wanted to show you these clamps. So you can see I've got the normal style clamp on these, and I've put it up a little bit, so obviously there's nothing hanging down, although that nubbin. But I've gone for these ones. These are much better. The thing with these clamps is, I'm not teaching anybody to suck eggs here, but it's fairly obvious that if you've got this on here, what it's doing is clamping more there and on the base than it is on the sides. Now with these, you've got complete circumference, so when it clamps down, it's clamping all the way. So you've got less chance of an exhaust gases leaking. So, but anyway, so change that one, and then we're good. And as you can see, there's already one on the front there anyway. So that's it. Sorry, I kind of jumped around a bit, but just so you can see what we're up to. But I'm going to make him do some other bits and pieces. There's a couple of things on here that I'm really not happy about. Here, you can see there's some bits and pieces that need sorting out, and particularly it's bad here. So I'm going to make them jump through hoops for their money. Anyway, that's it. Catch you when we get it up and running. I'm sure it's something to do with the. Oh, and then the sill here as well. I'm going to get this redone. Look at this. Look, they didn't clean the when they've gone over it. So that's all. I'm going to get that all repainted, because I did all this. I did all this stone chips, lovely, and then somebody's thingied this up, and then they've not even cleaned it. So I'm going to take this off, and they're going to repaint that bottom. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Talk to you a couple of days, and I'm going to finish up this, and then Sunday I'll start working on the E-Type, so we get all these jobs done before Amir comes back on Tuesday. Then we can get on with the main body construction. So take care. Bye for now. Bye.